Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory is an organization that has been around since 2012. In this current iteration, we've been around since 2016, and that's very specifically to introduce careers in the creative arts. So anything that has to do with film, broadcasting, podcasting, digital media, live stage performance. Our goal was to not just introduce these careers, but introduce the possibility of these careers to young people who have historically been denied these opportunities in Hollywood and our collective industries.
I grew up in East Los, so I grew up in Boyle Heights, Lincoln Heights, and El Sereno. I moved around growing up, but to me it's very important the work that we do here. I think one of the best things is that everything we do is completely free and open to the entire community. It doesn't matter what part of LA you're from or if you're even from LA, it's open to you and you have the possibility of learning something new. And to me that stands out tremendously. I knew growing up my parents struggled with finding classes and different opportunities they can put us into, but we have a range of so many programs. If you want to learn how to be on the radio, if you want to learn how to make your own zines, photojournalism, we have it here, and our equipment is open for everyone. We see all types of different families walk through that door, and they are just so excited, and they're like, "See you gratis," like you don't have to pay anything for it. Growing up low income, that right there, like to hear it's free, cherry on the top.
Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory houses KQBH 101.5, which is an FM low-power radio station. We have an FCC license, and we train people to be on the air, which is incredibly important when you think about ownership of narrative. When you think about how many times our own communities, Black and brown communities, Indigenous communities, Native communities are able to say, "This is my story," and I'm writing and sharing it in a way that is authentic and natural to myself.
This is the volume. This for the mic. Testing. Yep, you can hear that. Yep. And this one's for the headphones.
I've been here, half my life here in Boyle Heights. Family came here around 1980, sometime in the 70s as well. So we were connected to the community here. My grandpa's a mariachi. He came before Mariachi Plaza even existed. I went to Cal State Long Beach for my undergrad, and I worked at 22 West Radio. And after I graduated this past year, I wanted to work somewhere local. I don't want a lot of money. I just want to work for the community that I'm from and just get back to it. It's very important as someone who has seen this place grow. The late 90s, early 2000s, most of the 80s, it was a really dangerous area. A lot of gang activity, and throughout the years, some of that has slowed down because of programs like this. And other programs around Boyle Heights have helped a lot of at-risk youth, formerly incarcerated folks, and I think it's very important for us to be community members amongst each other, help each other out, and continue to be Boyle Heights.
I can't think of a better way of pairing a young man who went to college, formerly incarcerated individual, and a BHAC, and put those three together and come up with Youth in the Booth and see what's going to happen for the 28 Olympics. Everything I'm doing is about giving back. Again, when I came into the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, it was as an internship to learn the board and everything so I can improve myself. And like you just mentioned a minute ago, now it's me giving back and helping the program here, helping LA 36, helping Boyle Heights as a central area that Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory is, and then we go all the way out to Duarte as well and deal with parks out there. And then I take some of the things that I'm doing and take it into South Central as well. And as Berto just mentioned a minute ago, the other programs in there, and which I'm heavily involved with, is emotional literacy, because a lot of the things that we're doing through the radio programs that we have and with the Youth in the Booth program, and we tell the students, make sure that you're aware of the athlete that you're about to interview, has to be based on you getting the best answer from him. So we are teaching emotional awareness. We are teaching emotional literacy as well. So giving that back, starting with the kids and bringing them up, I hope that I'm doing more good than I did back in the 80s and 90s.
Aaron Showtime Taylor here with the Youth in the Booth.
Makes it! Oh my Lord, can we hear the crowd? Can we hear the crowd? Oh my God, Karma!
So after every time the basket's made, you talk about what just happened.
James with the ball, Kramer looking around, see what he can do, post it up, pass down to AD, does not make it.
Youth in the Booth is the newest program we have, and that was really sparked by one of our returning gentlemen. We have a re-entry program where we welcome back a lot of adults and youth that have been away in either adult facilities or youth facilities. And one of our leads for Youth in the Booth was a gentleman who has been doing radio while away and then came back and said sports broadcasting, also connected to the Olympics, sports broadcasting is something that is a career, and we don't talk about that enough. We just think that people show up on TV or radio and all of a sudden know how to talk about sports, but again, that's something that we can curate, and that's an experience that we can really move young people to understanding that.
My favorite part is working with the students and seeing people go from curious and confused to fully understanding how to work with the equipment and knowing how to, edit their own movies and stuff. I've grown a lot through the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory. I learned my tech side, I learned my business side here, and I learned how to be on air and, do interviews like this. And even though it's nerve-wracking, I can't say that it's the first time I've been put out through this. And there's a whole lot of possibilities that I've been introduced to and opportunities that have been exposed to through the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory.
Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory is really about those what ifs. And we don't just want to say what if, we're like, here's how. The support that not just the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, but arts organizations receive through LA County grants and funding is instrumental. We could not do this work without that support and also the guidance, because we are able to see where the funding can most support our communities. In Los Angeles County, they invest in art, and by proxy, they invest in artists. And those artists are what makes a city really beautiful and unique, and what makes LA County just one of the most diverse art centers in the entire world.
To see that we're giving back to my community, to see people who look like me. Our main purpose is to see more people like us in the big TV screens, behind the scenes, and to see students learn, even such as myself, like, this is what I want to go into. And I've been given this opportunity because of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory. We're going to see more people like me, more people out in these spaces, because there is a space for us.